Alright, it's been 9 months, so we're just getting straight into this. We got Blank and Bronco in the semifinals of the losers bracket. So right out the gate, Blank's dancing around. Of course, if it does get flipped, it usually can bounce off of that weapon. But if I recall correctly, the weapon actually wasn't at full speed, so it is very dodgy. Bronco just needs to set up a nice little straight line to just drive into and flip over Blank, and they should have this one in the bag. There's a big old whiff from Bronco. Blank now has him pinned in the corner. Even though that weapon isn't at 100%, that drive is something to be feared. And their ground game, too, is actually pretty good here. So, another great pin by Blank. Bronco getting away. Blank starting to kind of go side to side. Ooh, really good opportunity there. Oh! Bronco almost flipping Blank over. Blank managing to scurry away once more. Bronco, a little too timid there. Had a pretty good opportunity, but couldn't make it work. Blank is just dancing around to those sides. Broncos really gotta keep their front pointed at Blank if they want to do anything. Trying to launch the flipper to see if they can unwedge themselves. Now here they are going head to head. Blank with the forks getting under Bronco, which if you're a flipper, you really don't want your opponent getting under you. Just getting pushed around is Bronco. Blank using the screws. Well, Blank's just working as a control bot, so this is not looking too good for Bronco as we approach a little past halfway through the fight. Looks like, oh, very good pop from Bronco, almost getting Blank over. Looks like Blank with a nice charge. And is Bronco moving? Can they get out of there? Blank with a good pin. They can hold that for about 10 seconds. And getting him up, that is a good show of power from that weapon. Even not at full speed, they can lift Bronco up. Bronco's just stuck in that corner. Blank's probably going to have to back up here in a second or two. Yep, there they go. And Bronco's just having a ton of problems firing that flipper, trying to see if they can get a little more radio to that receiver. Blank just relentless this fight, just completely bullying Bronco. Season 4 all over again for this robot. And it looks like Bronco's just starting to give out here. He can't really turn, it looks like, so this fight is coming to the closing bell. And it looks like that's going to be Blank by a judge's decision. And we are going straight to the next fight because it's been too long. I can't be bothered to make in between fight cards. We got Volcano and Swiss Cheese. This is a loser bracket semi-final fight, the second one. We just watched the first one, and here's number 2. So Blank is in the losers bracket finals, and the winner of this one will be as well. So right out the gate, it looks like they're dancing. Okay, I guess they're lovers in the night or something. I don't know. Swiss Cheese able to kind of use their ramp to have Volcano drive up them. Volcano with those treads, so... Oh! Swiss Cheese getting a nice pickup. It looks like if they pick up Volcano from the front, the treads actually don't touch the ground nearly at all. In case you guys were wondering, Swiss Cheese under that shell is a soccer bot. And they got another great push there. This is a weirdly entertaining fight between two not very good robots. As we can see, Volcano now getting a push. They should, if it's flat surface against flat surface, Volcano should have vastly superior pushing power. But looks like Swiss Cheese is just a little faster, able to kind of position where they need to be. As we can see, Volcano just starting to push. And it looks like Swiss Cheese getting under him again. And again. So far, Swiss Cheese seems to be dominating this fight. You can see Swiss Cheese just deciding if he wants to go behind or in front. Volcano's still chasing him down. Looks like that weapon is still spinning strong. I think right now you have to give it to Swiss Cheese, but neither robot's really done much. Alright, there's Swiss Cheese with a little bit more control. I mean, Swiss Cheese is very thin armor, so Volcano's weapon might be able to do anything to it if they might take all damage. But they got a good pin there. That's going to be a good amount of control for Volcano. Their weapon seems to be down. Let's see if they'll spin that back up. And it does look like it's back up. All right. So, yeah, I mean, if Volcano takes all the control, this could be a big upset. Or not control, sorry, damage. They just need damage, a little bit of control, and a little bit of aggression. And they could steal this fight. Swiss Cheese giving it everything. They have a good amount of control and a good amount of aggression. As we see Swiss Cheese kind of trying to back up, trying to bait Volcano to go up their wedge. Almost succeeding there. And it looks like that's the fight. And in a controversial decision, it looks like Volcano is going to advance to fight Blank for the chance at fighting for the true championship. This is the losers bracket final. And the winner of this will go on to face the winner from the winners bracket final for the true championship. Already it looks like something's coming off from maybe Volcano? Or maybe that's just leftover arena debris, I'm not really too sure. But we can really start to see why speed is such an important factor here. Blank just able to pick at shots, and a good shot there from Blank, followed up by another one. Blank's weapon, like I said before, not at 100%, but that's still significantly better than the BYOB drum. So they should have the weapon power advantage, and it looks like with that ground game and that circular shape of the disc, they're actually able to kind of pick up Volcano a little, but Volcano with a really good pin now. They'll hold that for a couple more seconds, and then they'll back up just like they did there. And Blank just starting to dance around them, really kind of choosing where they want to pick their shots. Nice pop there from Blank, as they're kind of dancing around. He got a little too fancy there, got right in the wedge of Volcano. Volcano's still spinning their spinner. If you're Volcano, oh, okay, I was going to say, if you're Volcano, do you even want to spin your spinner or act as a control robot? And it looks like Blank has chosen that for them. At this point, all Blank needs to do is either flip Volcano over. I mean, I guess they could have done that before. But they are way ahead on damage now. Definitely on aggression, too. So any amount of control, they might not even need any control, but they're still getting some here. But it seems to have worked in favor for Volcano, as now that weapon isn't getting caught up on Blank's giant disc. So they're actually able to keep more of that tread on the ground and able to push back against Blank a little more. Good ram from Blank, as Volcano is struggling for an opportunity here. They're trying to drive into Blank backwards, they're trying forwards, they're trying up, up, down, down, left, right. They're trying to put in the Konami code to just hopefully bug out Glitch. Not Glitch, what on earth am I saying? Oh my goodness, I need to stop watching BattleBots. Anyhow, Blank. And we can see that we're about 80% of the way through the fight. Blank, so far, looking uncontested. Volcano just stopped for a second. I didn't know if it died or not, but nope, seems to be completely fine. Blank just controlling. Volcano able to push back a good amount. That'll look nice for the scorecard that we totally made and didn't just go off of instinct or gut feeling. And it looks like that's where the fight is going to end after maybe one more shot. Yeah, that's where the fight's going to end. So, decent fight. Blank ended up with the victory there. So now we have the Claw versus Whiplash. This is the semifinal in the winner's bracket. So here we go. We got the Claw. Just going back to the box. Here you can see Marco just inspecting it. He wanted to make sure everything was ready, I guess. I don't know. And here we go. We are off to the races. If my audio just got better, ignore it. Anyhow, looks like it looks like Whiplash has already taken a claw off of the claw and popped him up a little. This is going very well for the actual BattleBot here. They have the claw up and grabbed him. Man, I can't even commentate that fast. And that looks like that's going to be the fight. Whiplash is going to leave them there. The claw stuck with that hammer over the arena wall. I don't think there's anything that they can do about that. And you can see them getting counted out by Gordon there.
10, knockout.
Our referee, Gordon, who is also a driver. That may or may not be a conflict of interest now that I think about it. Oh, well, it looks like that is going to be the fight. Whiplash will be advancing to fight the winner of this next match, who should be... Let's see. Yeah, Sawblaze versus Mayhem. Another really good fight. This is a good control robot versus a well-rounded robot. Hold on, we just... There we go. Wait. There we go. Totally not rigged. No. And here we see Sawblaze with a really good early grab. Mayhem pushing back pretty strong, though. This is just a Whiplash base versus a pretty much stock Sawblaze. The only thing changed here is that those front wedges are bolted in so that they can actually control the whole time. And I think the forks are glued. And a big shot from Mayhem, flipping over Sawblaze. Sawblaze able to right themselves. Resetting. And they lock horns and a massive shot from Mayhem. Is Sawblaze moving? Yes, they are. Ooh, Mayhem with a nice little dodge. Sawblaze trying to throw down that arm, seeing if they could break that weapon belt on Mayhem. If they could, this is definitely their fight to win. Mayhem keeping them in the corner. That's not where you want to be with a big spinner like Mayhem. And a big shot from Mayhem again. Sawblaze so far seems to have the control and probably the aggression. But yeah, they got great control here. But they always have to keep in mind that weapon does have knockout power on Mayhem. Taking them around the arena, they'll probably have to give it up in a second or two. There it goes. And a good shot sends both robots at opposite sides of the arena. Flipped again from Mayhem, near the screws, near the wall. That's not good. A couple more good shots from Mayhem. Both robots resetting, and a massive shot from Mayhem, bouncing Sawblaze off of the plexiglass. Sawblaze not looking like they can self-right here. And an out of the arena from Mayhem. What a shot that was. And here we go, straight to the winners finals between Mayhem and Whiplash. See Mayhem with the box rush, Whiplash just kind of waiting to pick its moment. Getting spun around by that hit from Mayhem. Flipped over immediately. A wedge comes off. Mayhem is just taking it to Whiplash. That looks like a back panel from Whiplash. Or it could be Mayhem's, I'm not too sure. It looks like it's Whiplash's. Whiplash just not driving the best. Another massive shot from Mayhem. In that corner. Mayhem now keeping them... Mayhem is completely controlling the fight despite them being the same base. Whiplash with that lifter could topple Mayhem over, but Mayhem does have a self-rider, so... You'd think Mayhem might be favored to win this fight, but anything could happen. These are both very good robots in their respective fields. Mayhem stuck under the wall with the forks. Are they gonna get free? Oh, Whiplash almost has him out the arena, but they free Mayhem. That could be the absolute turning point of the fight. That could have been Whiplash's grave mistake if they're not careful here for the next few minutes. It looks like Whiplash is doing a pretty good job at controlling the pace of this fight now. Despite just doing a random 360, looks like they actually might have this under control. But Mayhem on the chase now. Whiplash facing the wrong way and an out of the arena massive shot over the wall off the table from Mayhem. They will be going to the finals against Blank. Here it goes. We have Mayhem. We have Blank. It looks like Blank's just doing a little dance. He's doing a little warm-up. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, like Muhammad Ali. Except for he's the other color, but we don't talk about that. Anyhow, Mayhem looks calm and composed in the corner. Blank, they're making sure it's working nice and well. I'm gonna just take this time to say thanks for watching all this, guys. I have MM2 in the works. We're getting robots imported and whatnot, so very excited for that season. Hopefully it won't take as long to come out as this one was. I kind of lost a lot of momentum for a little bit, but I'm back. And here we go in the final. Looks like a, oh my goodness, I can't even speak. Mayhem already taking a little chunk off of a blank and then an entire side pod. And it looks like both the robots can't move, and never mind, they both can move. This is a very interesting final. Looks like Blank finally getting wear and tear, and Mayhem flipping him over. With that weapon not spinning, Blank can't self-right like that. That looks like it might be the end of the fight. Mayhem trying to self-right him. Here is my dad recording on his phone. That's how you know the fight is gonna be good. Mayhem flipping Blank back over. I think it looks like the driver of Blank just kind of gave up. But then remembered that they could actually get back in the fight with all 4 wheels on the floor. It looks like Blank might just be dead. That spinner seems to be spinning, but those wheels don't seem to be turning. And it looks like Mayhem's just gonna keep hitting shots. I think they're trying to flip Blank back over. You could see the, oh my goodness, those forks of Blank were ripped to shreds and then tossed over the wall, not even flipped, just lifted. You can see my dog in the left-hand side, and it looks like Mayhem will be our Mechanical Mayhem champion. That sounds so rigged, but I promise you it's not. It was just kind of in a league of its own at this point in time. Congratulations to Mayhem after over 9 months of waiting for an actual result. We have a champion. Now, there's gonna be a bonus fight here. Just it's gonna be Mayhem versus Screwhead. And I'm just gonna take this time to say once more, thank you guys so much for watching this whole series. It does mean quite a lot to me. Very excited to get Mechanical Mayhem 2 in the works. These 2 little front wood beams, I've completely redone those, so they'll be out the way for next time, because I know that was a good criticism, and a completely valid one at that. The arena will look a little worse for wear next time, because I may or may have not left it out in the Arizona sun with the plexiglass on top, essentially focusing a heat death ray onto the arena. So that's fun. I had to replace the screws and everything because they were completely melted. And you can see Mayhem already flipping Screwhead there. Screwhead just breakdancing and already out the arena. We threw it in a couple of times. Yeah, I'd really like to thank my friends Katie, Gordon, and Marco. Without them, this would not have been possible at all. And obviously, I'd like to thank my parents for being as supportive as they were, especially on my mom, always kind of asking, "Oh, what am I doing? What am I working on?" It's the little moments in life, that really make those connections last. And I'd also like to kind of dedicate this last episode to our dog that actually passed away during this stream. My teacup chihuahua Mooney, that was my grandma's, who's still alive, by the way. She just got too old to take care of the dog, so we took care of it. And unfortunately, Mooney had passed away mid filming, but we had a tournament to film. The show must go on, but she was a pretty cute dog. She was super tiny. She had a good life, so I'm glad that she was, my dog. But enough of the sadness. Thank you guys for watching. There goes Screwhead again. I'll see you later. Bye.